Here it is. March Madness is here. I'm going to give my predictions for the Midwest region. I think there's a lot of very, very, very good teams. A lot of possible upsets that can happen here. I mean, we got a couple of different. All of these tiers here are going to have a lot of different things. So first off, starting with arguably one of the best teams in the country. Obviously, they got the number one spot in the Midwest region. They have been one of the better teams in the country all season long, and they are rolling. And something different than last year, they are coming into the tournament injured free. Knock on wood that stays like that, but they are an injured free team right now. This Houston team is in prime situation to go deep in this March Madness tournament run. But I think obviously it's going to be a win in that first round against SIU. Going next, Gonzaga versus Georgia. Gonzaga has played better down the stretch. Georgia, having a low up and down season. I mean, it's crazy to see that the SEC has 14 teams in this tournament this year. But regardless, Gonzaga, I'm taking Gonzaga to beat Georgia, and I think Gonzaga wins by 12. Next up, you have Clemson versus McNeese. McNeese is one of those teams that could possibly upset Clemson, or you could see Clemson completely going and meeting to the Final Four, the round of 8. You could see this Clemson team being dominant because they beat Duke earlier in the season, but can they continue the role on the role that they are at that 5th spot and not get upset by McNeese? I'm going to take the upset. Give me McNeese. Why not? Purdue, High Point is not a regular mid-major team. They are big. They have been together for a while. They are a dominant team inside of their conference. Purdue, they have been up and down all season long. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to take Clemson to beat McNeese. I'm going to take High Point to beat Purdue. I can't say here and say both of those teams will be upsets. I can't mentally say that, but I'm going to go with High Point beating Purdue. Next up, you have Illinois. They will play either Xavier or Texas. I actually haven't even thought about that Xavier or Texas game. Give me Texas. Texas has one of the better one-on-one scorers in the college basketball. I'm going to take Texas to beat Xavier. Then I'm going to take Texas to beat and upset Illinois because I think that Texas team is a lot better than a lot of people think. So give me Texas upsetting Illinois in the first round. You have Troy versus Kentucky. Kentucky obviously are going to beat Troy, in my opinion. You have UCLA versus Utah State. Again, another upset coming. Utah State will beat UCLA. And then you have Tennessee versus Wofford. Tennessee, love Tennessee. Love Bishop Boswell over there, only freshman on that team. So shout out to him. I think Wofford will, compete a little bit for a little while, but then Tennessee will open up the gates in the second half and they will win. So give me Tennessee to beat Wofford. Then give me Tennessee to beat Utah State. Give me Kentucky to beat Texas. Give me Clemson to beat High Point. Give me Houston to beat Gonzaga. And then at this point, we have Houston playing against Clemson in the semifinals of the Midwest region. So give me Houston to beat Clemson. Then you have Kentucky versus Tennessee. I like Tennessee a lot. I think Tennessee are one of the best teams in the country. Give me Tennessee to beat Kentucky. Then you have Tennessee versus Houston for that number 1 versus that number 2. Give me Tennessee to win the Midwest and go into the Final Four. Let me know what you think down in the comments about this prediction and how you feel about that.